Good morning everyone, and welcome to day 19 of Super September. So this was the scene of my 50th video, and I've done the whole area. Today I'm keeping it a little bit shorter. I'm going to do basically in these bushes which get all the crap chucked in, and then I'm going to make my way down to where the sort of cabbies wait, about round the corner slightly, only about 160 yards, and some of this in here. So it's a good excuse to whip my big boy out in public and have a play with him. Any excuse to play with my big boy in public, eh? So this is it really, guys. I'm going to pull it all out, make a statement on the roadside, and then we'll just pick it all up, and then we'll go back up that way up there and see what we get. Okay guys, thanks for joining me. Day 19, Super September. Let's get to work. Right guys, I've made a start. There's one in there. It's almost buried. I'll get it in a minute. Get my hands and knees for that one, because I'm not prepared to do this early into the video. I haven't been up long actually. I've only been up about half an hour. It's about 8:30 on a Sunday morning. So let's just get that real quick. Not a great view for you guys, but definitely a win for me. So yes guys, this is just basically what this is this is the road that runs parallel to the M4 Motorway, and when they stop at these lights, it's just an excuse. It's in a way it's like a slip road, all right, although it isn't a slip road. I've not actually done this for 7 months, so do that on the way back. Let's concentrate my firepower here for the moment. You know, I've not actually done this for 7 months, and basically if I'm not doing it, it's not getting done. It's one of them jobbies. So just going to keep cracking on with it for the moment. I'm sure there'll be plenty in here by the time I've finished having a dig. Good excuse to have an argument with a few drivers as well. I think they've got a God-given right to do what they like. Now this has really grown up at the moment, so it's hiding a lot of it as well. Really best to do it in the winter months when you can get in here. Personally, I just think it should all be bulldozed. Look, some dickhead's just done that. Look, this is what the country's become. What a lot of the world's become, I suppose. Reading your messages from all around the world and just saying, yeah, we got a similar problem here, or we got a similar problem here. Right guys, let me just keep having a dig for the moment, and I'll come back to you when I've done another 10 or 15 minutes worth. In the meantime, go and put your kettle on, go and have a nice cup of tea. I've only had 2 cups of tea this morning. This is what happens when I get up late. I was tired though. I went to bed at 9:30 as well. I was just exhausted. Had a busy day at work. I was just ready to just sit down and do nothing, which is sort of what I did, but I got fed up with watching the telly, so I just thought, oh, I'm going to go to bed, make a start on this in the morning. Alright guys, I'll see you in a little while. Right guys, that's what we got so far. I've been digging in here for about 20 minutes. I'm having trouble because of the pull that out while I'm at it. I'm having trouble because of the thickness of the growth this time of year. So I sort of pan back a bit. So I'm going to pick all this up now, and then I'm going to make my way down the road. So not bad so far. Probably a couple of bags here, that's all. Looks worse than what it probably is, but we'll pick it all up and continue on our merry way. Right guys, let's start picking this up then and getting it bagged up. And whilst I'm doing this, I think I will do my film review. So I watched a film a couple of nights ago now called, put the icon up Lauren, icon, it's called Locked. So I sort of just saw this and I was like, this looks a right old load of toilet as well, but I got in from work and I was absolutely pooped, and I was just like, I just need to sit down for a bit. So I put it on. I thought we had Tony Hopkins in it. I thought, well, we'll see. So basically it is about a guy who's trying to change his life. He's a sort of petty criminal. It's into sort of simple thieving, shall we say. And he's trying to change his life. He's got a young daughter. He's got access to see her every so often. He's bought himself a van that's gone wrong. He's been doing some work, doing deliveries in the van, and he can't afford the repair bill. So he's like, right, what can I do? So he turns back to petty crime, basically. And he gets, well, he goes out on the street checking out cars to see if he can nick anything from them, in a nutshell. Anyway, Anthony Hopkins has had enough of the crime in the area, and he's basically become like a, oh, beep, 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 beep. I think one of my videos has been released today. I don't know, I don't even know when they get released half the time now. Anyway, I've just had a load of emails. I get email notifications when people comment on them, and I'm just getting a load all of a sudden, so I'm going to assume I've released a video. Anyway, so where was we? Oh yeah, so he basically sets up this really nice car and booby traps it, so whoever breaks in is going to get the full might of his wrath. And basically that's where the film starts. So he gets locked in the car deliberately by Anthony Hopkins, and all sorts of shenanigans happen, to say the least. So overall it was all right actually. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. I've seen a lot worse. So I think I need to change this bag. Let me just change this bag, guys, and we'll come back to it. Right guys, we're near the end of this little bit. Then what I'm going to do is walk up the road a bit. There's just a little block of wood in the middle of the road that I want to go and rescue as well. So, but in the meantime, yeah, locked. I think I haven't. So yeah, it's all right. It's okay. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just a really sort of easy to follow film. There's no massive complicated plot, and it's all right. If you watch it, I don't think you'll be too disappointed. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10 for trying to be different. I think there was another film I watched earlier in the year. I think I've done a review on it on another video, and that tried to be different as well. So right, there we go. This bag on there. That's all I can really get in them bushes for the moment, guys. I'm sure there's more in there. I just can't get to it because of the thickness of the bush. As you can see, it's just really grown up. So we're into the summer now for sure. So let's put my big boy over here for the moment, and let's just go and get that block of wood. And I'm just going to have a little tidy just on the other side of the road, guys, while I'm here. And then what I'm going to do, as I said, just walk down the road a couple of 100 yards, to where the taxis hang out and get what I can between here and there and what the taxis chuck out of the window, which is usually a bagful, to say the least. This road does get done every Monday, but let's just go and get that. The guy doesn't, he'll just do this sort of path. He's not going to come up onto the grass here and do all this. I've done all this actually one day in the very late spring. I walked from my house and I've done a 4.5 hour litter pick, and I think I got about 35 bags. And I sort of came along this bypass because it was part of my mission for the year to give it a clean. But everything was shredded to pieces, so although I got bags and bags and bags, it looked like I got nothing. Honestly, I got home, Mrs. O said, "Where you been?" I said, "I've just been out on that litter pick." She says, "You've been out ages, you've been out ages." I said, "I know I have, you daft brush," I goes. Showed her all the pictures of what I'd done. She's like, "You're wasting your time sometimes." I probably am, she's probably right, but as I said, like I say to people, what's the alternative? Just leave it to get worse and look like shit even more, isn't it? Right guys, I'm just making my way down the road a little bit, just really getting this little bit here in the peripheral. There's plenty of it. I'm certainly gonna be bloody stung under the arm. Bloody things. Off camera I got a bramble attack me, wrapped itself right around me. Hang on a sec guys, I've got something under my arm here. It's biting into me. Right, that's better. Yes, so guys, nope, I still ain't got it. Hang on guys, bloody tons of it on me. They're like little balls of, like, look, they're like this and they just cling to you, but the top I've got on is quite thin because it's quite warm, so irritating me. And before anyone says, "Oh, wear a thicker top," it's 80 Fahrenheit. I'm not going to wear a thicker top. It'll just be even worse. So right, let's keep going. So I'm going to chuck a couple of bridge pictures up guys. These are bridges from all around the world now. I'll try and put their names with them if I can, if it's not up there already. I want to try and get through these over the remaining 10 videos of Super September. So they will just casually flash up on the screen, as well as some litter picking pictures that I've done. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Look at them on phone, it's lit up like a Christmas tree. That's notifications. I definitely must have released a video today. Oh lovely, nice pissy one. Oh, I love a pissy one. I'm nearly up to where the cabbies go guys. It gets pretty dirty up there actually. Then what I'll do is I'll lug everything. Still got bits of it attached. I'll lug everything back to where I've left them first 2 bags. So this is Sheppiston Lane guys, by the way. So it's sort of on the edge of Hayes and it runs out towards, this road runs parallel to the M4 motorway. And then basically, if you're vaguely aware of the area, the tunnel to the airport is sort of just across the other side of the motorway. It's not open to pedestrians, but if you was in a car, it's like 20 seconds away, basically. And that's the tunnel that leads you down into terminals 2 and 3. There ain't a terminal 1 anymore, and terminal 4 is right on the other side of the airport. Terminal 5 is on the sort of western edge. So guys, I will just keep merrily making my way along. Not out to kill myself today. I'm feeling a little bit delicate, I've got to be honest. I'm not on my best today by a long way, just out of puff. And we'll keep grabbing what we can grab. Right, I found my notes, guys, deep in my pocket. So these bridges that I'm... Oh, look at this crap. Why would you do this? I've left my big boy down the road, 200 yards down the road. So these bridges I'm flashing up, guys, are bridges in the UK, but outside of London. So you've got things like the Humber Bridge in Hull that crosses the River Humber, and that was the biggest suspension bridge in the world for a brief time during the 1980s. Did drive across it a few years ago when I went up to watch Fulham play Hull. Oh! And we won 1-0. Wasn't much else to say about Hull apart from the fact that they did have the nicest jam tart in the world, which was the size of a saucer. When you have a cup and saucer, it was the size of a saucer. It was a huge jam tart. So this is just buried in here. It's just all buried in these brambles. I can't get to that. I'm not cutting that away. I'm not here to do this today. Get a little bit more what I can get stuff on top. This is all thrown in from drivers. They just wait here for a fare. They're not meant to wait here anymore. Look, wankers. Absolute wankers. So yes, so then we've got the Menai Bridge, which the Menai Bridge is, I don't know why, I've never been to it as well. I will be going to it soon. Maybe later in this series you might see me at it doing the litter pick. But I'm going up north for a video. I'm going to see our friends up north for a video. And then that leads to the island of Anglesey. This is a building waste, guys, that's been dumped. Look, this is just building waste that's been dumped. There's a sign up here saying no drivers to wait. Look, they're trying to keep them away, but all they do is go somewhere else and make a mess. That's the simple answer to it. But this is just a nice little spot to wait, quiet, for these cabbies that go and pick up people from the airport, and then they just wait here, and then when their passengers landed, they can just run straight over the airport. Let me get another bag, guys. We're near the end. We're near the end. Right, guys, there's this fly tip that's been sitting here for ages, for over a year. I don't think the council regard this as their spot, should we say. I don't know, it might be slightly private land, this inlet. Might be. I'm not sure. That's the simple answer to it, is I'm not sure. But there's this fly tip been sitting here absolutely ages. It's just like tiled and it's not been cleaned. I mean, I know the last 3 times I've come here, these tiles have been sitting here, and obviously, as you know, rubbish attracts rubbish, so people just throw even more crap on top of it and it just looks even worse and worse. So it's a spiral downwards, I think the term is, isn't it? A spiral downwards. Right, got my hat on today actually, just to keep the sun off my face, as well as my sunglasses to stop me getting poked in the eye. So yeah, I'll just keep these other bridges flashing up, guys. There's some lovely bridges in go into Wales, there's probably my favourite bridge, the Clifton Suspension Bridge, which isn't a massive bridge. It's very high up, mind you. This is an absolute beauty, this is. I'm sure it's a Brunel Bridge. The Clifton Suspension Bridge. Absolutely fantastic. And then there's the bridges over the River Severn. So there's the old suspension bridge, which is just called the Severn Bridge. And then there's the new bridge as well. There's a picture of both. I'll try and put some individual ones up. The new one's a cable stayed bridge, so it sort of runs out on sort of on a. Come on, Joe, you can do it, son. You can do it. Come on. Runs out. Sorry, guys. Look at that. It runs out, and then in the shallow waters on like the supports, and then you've got the towers that hold up the cables, the cable stay bridge. As I said, you can see the difference slightly if you look carefully. You'll see that I've got more of these bloody things stuck on me again. You'll see that the shape of it, the cable stayed bridge, the wires just come from the tower, where the suspension bridge, you'll see the arm going all the way across the bridge at the top, and that holds up the wires. That's the slight difference. I'm just going to pick up a bit here, guys, off camera, and then I'm walking back. Right, guys, just found a little bit more here, just this side of this. I walked up about 50 yards and I've just found just a little bit more, which I might as well get. I've got a bag for it. Not going to dig too deep. I'm actually going to do another litter pick after this, local, but obviously I'm going to go home, have a bit of toast and a cup of tea. I'm going to put on my headphones, download a bit of Tony Blackburn, sensational. Download last week's golden hour. Oh, I've really got to dig in here now, guys. I've pulled that out, but I've got to go and get some bags. I ain't got no more bags on me, so I'm going to walk back to the car, dump these, and then just come back here and pick them up. Right, guys, last bit of the video. When I walked back to the car, I got some more bags and I took the other ones with me and piled them up with the first lot. I've actually got another bag there, just walking back on that side of the road. I thought, oh, I'm walking back, I'll do that side of the road and see how much I get. So I've lost count of bags at the moment, but I'm probably up to about, with that one there, about 6. So I'm probably going to get about 8 bags on this video, which is about par for the course, I suppose. I'm just going to keep flashing the bridge pictures up at the moment, guys. I've got quite a few on my computer to burn up over the next few videos. And then for today, that will be your lot. Shepperton Lane. Let me just change the bag, guys, and put the last one on. On my last video, guys, you saw me going towards Harlington Road Bridge. That would have been day 18, or yesterday, from your perspective. I filmed that about 4 days ago now. Yeah, 5 days ago. Wow, where's that gone? 5 days ago. I've not been back yet, but I'm planning to go back outside of YouTube after Tuesday, because I think their council guys due on Tuesday. So I'm going to see what he does first, and I'll probably go back there Wednesday or Thursday and probably see how much of those little bits need collecting. As you say, even if I do go back, I'm not going to do every last one of them, but I'll have another bash at it just to try and get it into some sort of order. Right, that'll do, guys. I think that'll do. It's just a little bit that I'm going to get. That'll do for today, guys. I've had enough, to be honest. Not been on top form today. So there's something else I've just seen which I want to get. It's just the lid there of that drink. Thank you. So I'll meet you up at the beginning, guys, where all the bags are, and we'll do our summing up for this video. Right, guys, there you have it then. 9 bags, including that unbaggables. That's not a bad litter pick. I'm quite happy with that. First time here in months and months. It was about the 10th of November 2024 I was last here, and we're now into the early summer of 2025. So I've left it a longer period than normal, but it is what it is. So I'm pleased that I've got that today. I'm pleased to come here, actually. So I'm still feeling groggy. I just don't feel myself today by a long way. So I'm going to go home. I'm going to make myself 2 lovely bacon rolls and wash it down with several cups of tea, and then I am going to just chill out, I think, park up in front of the telly, because I think I deserve it today. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Day 19. I think that takes our running total, if we call that 9, to 159 bags then on this September series so far. We're going to smash through 200, that's absolutely certain, even with a few novelty videos in London and whatnot. So thank you for watching, guys, and catch you tomorrow.